session. Let's explore PTTA e-resources, access engineering ebooks. And I'm Hanafi Kasim, Senior Librarian Assistant at Tunku Tun Aminah Library. Okay, first of all, I would like to welcome our trainer, Mr. Terence Ho. He's a McGraw-Hill Southeast Asia Sales Manager. Okay, Access Engineering eBooks is an engineering reference tool for professional academics and students, which provides access to critical, regularly updated engineering reference information. Access Engineering eBook is one of the database which is subscribed by our Tunku Tun Aminah Library. So we can access this database from Tunku Tun Aminah Library portal at ptta@uthm.uthm.edu.my. Okay, I will show you how to access this ebook from our PTTA website. Okay, this is our portal of Perpustakaan Tunku Tun Aminah. And then you click at this e-resources. After that, you click I understand. So from here, we need to log in. For easy proxy username and password, UTHM staff can use their UTHM email ID or TCIS ID and password. And for students, they can use their SMAP online ID and password. Okay, I show you mine. Okay. Then after that, you log in. Okay, so at this page, you just click at ebooks. And then you just choose the access engineering. Okay, okay, that's it. Now it's time for me to pass the session to our presenter, Mr. Terence Ho. So please, Mr.
Thank you, Mr. Hanafi, for the great introduction. Hi, everybody. I'm Terence here from Singapore, from McGraw-Hill as a sales manager for Southeast Asia. I'm here to do a quick demo with regards on our access engineering, and thank you for subscribing with us and being partnered with us for such a long time. So that's the purpose of this meeting. In the sensing is that I will do a quick sharing session. Won't be long. Please do bear with me with regards on the functions and or how do you utilize as a lecturer to use it for your daily teaching and as a daily tool itself. Also to emphasize again, also based on the resources that have been parked, right, to analyze that I always say access our product itself, right, is more towards resource database than the ebook, because in that sensing it offers a lot more than the ebook library, what it had to offer, because it's more than just book, which I will do a quick showcase. How can it helps you to integrate in your teaching on a daily basis? A quick one, but anyway, if I go a bit too fast, please do interrupt me, or if you have any questions when any specific sessions I'm going through, please do speak up. Yeah, make it quite an open session since it's quite a small party here today. So make it interactive. So in between, if you have any question, please feel free to ask. Okay, so let me share my screen. Give me a second. Okay, great. So as you guys can see, same based on Mr. Hanafi have stated that you guys can log through your internal portal. It leads back to the same website we are looking at. So that is our access engineering. Quick overview of McGraw-Hill. I think most of you guys as a lecturer should have heard of McGraw-Hill. We've been around for 120 years doing core textbook, research books, handbooks, whichever books, because we are focusing on publishing. So what is access engineering? A quick round overview is that what we did is that we have published thousands and thousands of books when we regards to engineering. What we did is we combined all these core sections of engineering book into this platform called Access Engineering, which we are looking at right now. So what in that sense it is cater for I would say all faculties of engineering ground. As you do note that engineering is a very huge scope. You have civil engineers, you have mechanical engineers, faculties, you have different. But in the sensing that this platform covers it all, as we do notice that as an engineering at itself, right? No matter what, there will be a crossover search into different teaching that you have. So, for example, for civil engineer as per se, they do require do some material calculation is part of their module, in the sensing that they do require some core books in the material engineering as per se. So in the sensing, it's a very holistic library on engineering, mixture of handbooks, textbooks, scrums, code, even to those safety codes, in the sensing that you can use this as a reference tool. I always put it as like always updated Netflix system. So if there's any McGraw-Hill engineering books published, right, on first hand, you will find it on this SS engineering platform itself. You always get the latest update because it's a subscription business. So in the sensing, we always update our new books, and or eventually if there's any existing books, there's a new updates on chapters, informations or enhancement on any books itself. It will be found on SS Engineering than the previous times that we always use print book. When you purchase a print book, you use it for maybe 4 or 5 years of teaching until the next version itself. But in between the 4 or 5 years itself, there will be no updates because it's a print book. Because as you do know that adding a few more chapters, adding a new more pages, do a whole new batch of printings and shippings to end user like yourself, a lot of process. So that's the beauty about online books itself, whereby it can be updated and added on as we speak. Because we are working, like I say, this platform is used internationally, not just in Malaysia. I'm talking about Southeast Asia, local universities use it, polytechnics in Singapore use it, big university in the US, UK are using this specific platform, and they keep enhancing on that. So in the broader line that all the core books will be in there for your use of teaching itself. So jumping in onto the platform, as you can see, this is the main page of Access Engineering. You will technically see all the solutions that we had to offer on this main page itself. So we go in topic by topic, subject by subject. So like I just stated, right, Access Engineering crossover multi-disciplines of Access Engineering. So when you click subject itself, right, you look, it covers aerospace engineering and breakdowns to specific function search of what you have. You go into, you want even to the extent of bioengineering, it's inside. as we also do note that engineering right now, faculties like yourself, have integrated a lot of business skill sets to students as part of the soft skill itself, because no matter what, end of the day, the students graduate, they do require some sort of business skills to use it on their daily work scope in their career down the line. So as you can see, we also cover access engineering. We do have accounting books, we have business analysts, we have business communications, basic soft skills like entrepreneurs books, finance books, HR, leadership books for soft skill teaching if when they graduate becomes a manager as per se in their specific trade of engineering tier, marketing, even to the extent of sales and time management of individual students that you can be utilizing it for teaching. So under subject itself, you can see, right, the search number at the back is breakdown by topic and also subject, topic, subject, and chapter itself. So in the sensing that later I will jump into the search bar, which is the beauty of this specific platform. You can do a quick search on whichever research you are looking at, regard at anything related to engineering, it will pop up itself. So running through the subject, you can see it covers computer science, artificial intelligence, that's the in thing right now, computer programming, data science, that's the in thing right now, neural language processing, quantum computer, software engineering, that is the computer engineering side. We have electric engineer, we have the in thing right now also, as you guys can heard the news around the world, going through green energy, EVs, how do you recycle, and all these informations are in access engineering that you can use as a reference to or add on supplementary to as for your students as a broad reading base itself, anything related to engineering. So like example, engineering management, you go down and down, material engineering, even to the extent of basic mathematics, as we do know that engineering itself do require a lot of calculations. So you also will get core books of mathematics, calculation, modeling, statistics, geometry, unique conversions and all, and even to the extent of science books like autonomy, biology, chemistry, neuroscience, physics, and all is all within this huge platform. Okay, so when you do a search, you can filter by subject, you can filter by industry based on what you want to search for. So if you are looking into like a job scope of automotive itself, there's about 59K search result within this scope. Under electronic, there is telecommunications, water management on each specific industry you're looking at. You can do this broad search. We call it a broad search. So example, if you're a student doing a broad search, like you say, I want to read more on power and utility, as per se, or renewable energy, the EVs that we talk about. You can do this and do a broad through search in the search bar as a broad search reading itself, or you can do a narrow search, which I will showcase later. Let me move the thing. So you also find courses inside like heat transfer, mass transfer, metallic transfer, power, electronic project management, quite a handful of them. And last but not least, the most important part that all engineering students need, codes and standards. So we have all types of code and standards books that you can reference to, the IBCs, WWA, WWA, whichever codes they are referenced based on your industry itself, you'll be inside and you can use it for your teaching on a daily basis as a reference to, or even advanced teaching, as in you can inform your students beforehand to read before coming to class and prep them in the lesson style of teaching as a classroom teaching itself. So jumping in, like I shared again, the search bar. The search bar is a very powerful tool, like I shared again, because all these contents of books, right? Like I say, it's a multi-disciplines of multiple engineering books itself combined into this platform. So when you do a specific search, right, it will cross-search into specific platform or individually search on based on the broad topic they are looking at. So like example, if you want to really focus on mathematics or you want to focus broadly on computer science, you can just do a subject breakdown and go into artificial intelligence. There is 900 over search based on topic, and like I shared, multi-more, we have spreadsheet, we have video, we have case study to integrate for your teachings and all. So like I said again, let me do pardon me, like I said, always I'm not an engineering student, so I always use liquid flow, a very generic search word on a student itself, or lecturer, you can do a research on this. You can search whichever you need, you do a search, right? Everything with regards on liquid flow, right, will pop up. So what I'm talking about, there will be spreadsheet calculator on volumeter liquid flow calculations on spreadsheets. Data will run through the spreadsheet. There will be chapters, not by book. Because like I said again, it's filtered by topics and chapters. So as an example, one core textbook itself may covers multiple topics. The older days like us, when we studies, we always flick through the hard copy books, right? To go through the subjects, go through the introductions, to look for any specific need, then flip to that specific page. But thanks to technology right now, you can do a dive-in search on what topic you need, and you don't need to read the whole book to find information you need. So example, you search for liquid flow, pump services will pop up. When you click pump services for this specific pump services book itself, the 4th edition, you will dive in straight into the chapter of what you need to require to read. If it's not what you are searching for, you jump back, you continue to do a search. I would say, it's like a Google search bar. That's everything related to this specific search word you have will pop up, but in a curated content, because all these books are published by a renowned author, or they won't be publishing books with McGraw-Hill in this first place. So you can get a curated content. Your students can get a curated content when you do a research on this specific platform itself. So like example, when I just now type liquid flow, right, liquid flow on plastic handbook, you also have a specific topic on liquid flow on chapter 3. So you don't need to, like example, flip through a plastic handbook and know that there will be a liquid flow topic. When you do a search, everything will pop up. Fundamental liquid flow calculations, everything, spreadsheet videos, chapters on books of multidiscipline can pop up. And you can do a broad search or a narrow search based on the search bar. That's the beauty about this specific platform. So you can get instant information needs on what you're searching for. And you can see it goes up to 100 over pages on the search because it breaks down by topic. So it broadens and narrows search. If you want to do a broad reading on a core book, you can do so. You want to do a narrow reading, for example, for lectures, you want to do teaching, like keep relating back to liquid flow example, right? You can use multidiscipline books that it helps you on your teaching. So you do not need to, like the older days, stick to one core textbook and teach liquid flow on the topic. You can use multi-discipline books or even Excel to implement into your teaching by using this specific search bar itself. Right? So that is how I would recommend to use. Yeah. Okay, so I continue. So jumping in, right, I have cleared up the top blue columns and the search bar itself. You can jump straight into books if you want to read the book as a whole, in simple fact. So when you jump to in the book, right, you can see informations that you can utilize for your teaching. So example, when you jump into the book, right, you can see this top column. You can cite it, you can share it to other students or other faculty members that you want to share this specific information with. You can create an account at the top column called my access account to save your own saving of your own liking of teaching, or use it to reference back in later down the line if you want to research more on this specific book itself. You can label, you can summarize the PDF, you can annotate it. So in that sense, as you can see, right, it breaks down into specific chapters itself. And when you jump in, right, it will just give you the informations of the thing. And the good news is, like, all this, right, can be printed out as a PDF if you want to do it soft copy of teaching. Yep. You can see here. all these charts is a appropriate hyperlink, meaning that example, you can integrate this picture into your PowerPoint slide for your teaching if you need to. You can open a new tab, quite straightforward. ICs and all. So this is how the book is breakdown on the left-hand side column. You can jump straight into the chapter. You can jump straight into the reading. If you want to go through book by book, you can do a broad search or narrow search using the search bar based on, sorry. Did someone ask a question? No. So I continue, right? And when you do a search, right, on this specific book itself, it will show you subject that is course related on recommended text on your related search itself. So, like example, we did a 3D integration packing for first edition books, right? Any recommended content that is similar will pop up on the right for your mass reading. So, like example, this is not the book you're searching for. The recommended content will show it on the right-hand side, as stated here, based on the topic or chapters breakdown of the books that is similarity on the similar content itself. So it will broaden and narrow down your search. So as book-wise, you can see, right, based on book result, as per current, we have 735 books itself. And these are the latest updated versions by each author itself. So in the sensing, if you're talking about older editions, right, so like example, for this 3D integration packagings, right, if there's a new edition launched in 2013, right, this edition will be put into the archive column. And then the new edition will pop up. So you won't get multiple similar books with same edition pop up when you do a search. So in the sensing that it won't too broaden up your search as duplicated informations, but rather than broad informations from different type of authors and books you can utilize for your teachings and all. But in the sensing, if you like to go into the archive and refer back to the older books, you can do so. Definitely you can do so. So it will definitely bumps up the books number to a 1,000 to 2,000 over number of books based on the archive itself. But like I said, the beauty itself, this platform, you can use it in the sensing is that it's always updated. The content is curated by authors, and you don't need to worry about searching whether the information is not up to date in the sensing. And you will label. So like you shared again, like I shared again, we have books like handbooks, the Perry Chemical Handbooks. We call it the Bible of chemical engineering. Most people around the world or institution do use this for their core textbook of teachings. We have a handbook for marks for machine engineering. We have core textbook. We have scrums. We have a code conduct textbook where engineering reference to. We even have like example of exam preparation book for professional certifications, PE exam example for this, if you want to do advance your professional cert. So this is like example, the latest new updated of books, being breakdown by all the specific functions of code and conduct itself. Okay. So jumping in next to the next functions, right? As you see, this specific content is built up definitely is by books, but like I share again, the beauty about e-platform that authors can do.
Masuk sini.
Sorry. Hi, ma'am. You say anything? Oh. Okay. So jumping in straight, right? Other than books, what we have to offer, we have videos created by the author themselves. We have teaching videos, learning videos, cut straight design video, like importing a specific file to make a pendant for 3D maker marks. We have all type of videos enhancing on the books created by authors itself. As you can see right now, we have 1,254 videos that you can integrate into your teaching itself using a PowerPoint, integrate into a PowerPoint on the daily teaching itself. So for example, let's randomly click on building code for illustration for handbook for plumbing. I would believe this will be a code video. So you can download the video to use it offline for your PPT like I share for your teaching. Not sure you guys can hear the. So they will go through any specific topic that you are searching for, calculations, examples that can be used in class for teaching. And this specific video was created by this specific handbook of farming facility as per se, which when you do normal textbook itself, you won't get to get all these videos involved. Okay. Like example, even to the extent how to use Autodesk. I believe engineering itself utilize a lot of Autodesk itself steps and all how to use Autodesk for cutting text through a plane. Yeah, you walk through step by step on how to use it. Yep. So for Autodesk as a software itself, for engineering itself. So in the sensing is that there's thousands of over videos for you to utilize and make learning much more interactive in class rather than just text and books and readings and example. The key purpose of this platform, like I say, we are trying to help lecturers' life to be much easier instead of doing a broad search in YouTube or whichever video they integrate in. This one platform, anything regards on engineering, you can do a search in it and integrate your videos in your teaching. Okay. So I've covered on the videos, we have 1,000 over videos like I shared. As per now, I always say that engineering don't leave calculations apart. You can see as per now, we only have 76, but please don't be mistook. 76 spreadsheet crossover multidiscipline. So in the sensing that all this Excel spreadsheet, right, is quite an in-depth spreadsheet whereby you can download it. Oh dear, okay. Can download it, you open it. It's a prefix formula calculator and it's quite holistic. Let me show you my screen. Give me a second. So this is the Excel spreadsheet I just download from the portal itself. As you can see, this specific it's a basic electric circuit for SI unit calculator. So you go through like specific tab and inform you which specific tab what you're using for. Like the first tab will be basic formula for DC. Should be circuit. Yeah. So calculation of voltage, resistance, I and all formulas is all is really inputted, whereby you can easily edit the number and the formula can be used as a calculator. For example, one operation, milliwatts to 100, you change to 100. As you can see, the numbers will change itself based on the resistance. This is like a resistance calculation. Integrated, all you need is to input the numbers and you will get the voltage calculation result itself. And on the right itself, there's reference and definition. So example for this specific calculator itself. Are you looking at my screen? Yeah. Yeah, so all the resistance is already pre-calculated, like I just said. When you edit the numbers, it will change accordingly on the resistance numbers itself. Formula is already integrated, calculator is ready. And on the right itself, you can see there's reference and definitions of the Excel itself. So anything that relate on this specific core calculations itself, you can find in all different handbooks as stated here. So if you want to read more and reference back on the teaching itself, you can click it and you jump straight into the core books of Access Engineering, as you can see the web itself stated here. So this is a Ohm's law calculation. I'm not very sure I get it correct or not. Pardon me. Yeah. As you can see, just one spreadsheet that covers multiple calculations, like I shared. That you can utilize it, download it, ask your students to use it, research it, to do their calculation and reference at the big on the right hand side if they want to read more or your research itself. It's all pre-done up already, and we are importing much more using our calculator itself. So this is just one of the 76 spreadsheet I showcased. Jumping back again, pardon me. Okay. So you can download all this spreadsheet under the spreadsheet function. So when you do a broad search on the search bar, right, if there's any calculations like I just now did a liquid flow search, right, the liquid flow calculator will pop up. You click it, you will go straight into it, and you can download the Excel spreadsheet and the calculator ready for you to do the math calculations ready. Yep. That's why I keep emphasizing we are more than an ebook library. It's tools and all you can integrate for your teaching. And one but not least, right now we are enhancing on this is not a lot. We only, as per current, have 9 case study. We are planning to enhance it much more. Case study, as you do know, that I believe right now schools itself always use flipped classrooms training really as a discussion-based type of learning in class for discussion. So when you click the case files, case studies itself, it will give you the learning objective, give you the specific case. This case is very interesting because like I keep emphasizing just now, like engineering, there is always a crossover. Even student graduate example for electric engineering, like example for this specific case. When they go into the workforce itself, they will always face, it's not that straightforward. They always have to cross over on specific industry and to learn the specific industry itself. Also, example for this case study is with regards on the AF machine, so the hard machine as per se. So a student of electric engineering, when they graduate, they will be joining force maybe to this specific industry, and they would not just require to learn electric engineering what they used to learn. They will have to require to learn a bit of medical side, like how the heartbeat works, to create that specific machine itself. So this is a very good case example that you can showcase how an AF machine works. It will goes into informations like how does the heart work, a bit of medical, what is the muscles, how has the murmur sounds like, what's the beat, what is the ECG pattern of a Holter chart look like, and you can use it as a discussion base in class. Potential directions of a heart machines, objective even to the extent questions and all is given for the discussion, and back to reference itself. So this is our case file tool that you can leverage and utilize on. And last but not least, let me jump back to the main page. We do have another 2 more functions that I'd like to run through. Do please bear with me. Give me a second. Okay. So I've covered the case file, like I said. So the first page covers all things. We have covered the graph and charts. We covered the Excel spreadsheets. We covered the video. So right now we left database and also solution walkthrough. So for solution walkthrough, it's also another tool to do discussion in class. In the sensing is that any specific core book you're looking at, example for water and waste management engineering as per se. Click to solution walkthrough. There's 32 solution walkthrough for this specific book. You walk through step by step on what you require to do as a solution itself. So you can launch it. So this is, yep. So you walk you step by step example for the objective steps and wrap up like problem solving of this specific chemical lime soda soften calculations of amount of lime and soda ash to reduce hardening and water to given water compositions. And what's the game plan for the discussion itself? And they will give you a tips to do so. And they will walk you step by step, verifying the lime process. Calculations of the hardness of the rig. So they won't give you the answer straight. If you want, you can click out and you will showcase the calculations. So there's step 1, you can do a step 2, step 3, step 4 until the wrap up. So we give you a summarize of this specific problem. So remove our carbon hardness, problem 1, 2, 3. So as per now, there is quite a number of solution walkthrough that you can use it for discussion in class for your teaching itself. You can see here. This is just for solution walkthrough for water and waste management engineering. Right, based on the specific topic search you're looking for. And last but not least, I think this tool is very useful. It's called the database. So take me to the database. So for database is to explore materials and property based on what you are visualizing and looking at. So you can search for a value on a single material or I think the purpose of this is to do cross multiple comparison. So you can do 2 or more. So you can pick your specific topic Excel itself. So you want to do mechanic for strength, loop, hardness, tenderness, strength itself, or you want to do thermal, as per say, example, glass transition temperature versus, I do not know, thermal expansion coefficients. And then it will pop up based on the different material. So in the sensing, you can select and pre-select and remove whichever you want to look at. So example, we have metal, we have ceramic, regarding on glass, the transition linear periods, the dot will be shown. Different Celsius have been pre-calculated. What is the heating temperature versus class linear itself, even to the extent of pricings and all. You can add in and remove different project charts for different type of comparison if required. So in the sensing that is pre-calculated for you, you can measure, remove the temperature. Example, you want to add into 100 as a mark itself, and then you will allocate accordingly based on whichever input you want to input. So measuring of material, you can add in, you can remove using the database. Is a great comparison. And then if you have done the comparison itself, you want to showcase, you can export it out as a page itself or save it under your project as a My Account itself. Till now, is there any question for me? So silent, I take it as a no. So this is the access engineering. I think I have covered most of it, but last but not least, I always want to showcase this. Currently, this is a demo account for Blackboard. I believe that most schools itself are using, in Malaysia, are using Moodle or Blackboard itself. So in the sensing is that what I wanted to showcase is that this LMS tool can be easily integrated with access engineering, which you are subscribing to. So we click into example for this specific course, we click into a water and waste management engineering. You can easily create a lesson plan for your teaching for your LMS, whichever Blackboard Noodle you guys are using. As simple as copy and pasting the URL from access engineering, because our URL is static. Meaning that 10 years down the line, this specific URL will not change unless there's a new publishing of new book and it will be replaced by the new books and the link will change again. But rather than that, it will not change, it will be static. So in the sensing is that you can integrate solution walkthrough we talk about, you can integrate the graph we have talked about into each specific book, you can integrate resources, PowerPoint slides we talk about this inside. When you click it and all, right, the lesson plan you created for your students to do it before class for blended learning or additional supplement reading, you can do so. You click it, it will jump straight into, like example, figures, right? You click it for this specific topic, rebel intake as per se, right? When you click it, it will jump straight into the specific hyperlink of the URL get integrated into your LMS itself. So it will jump straight into it for the reading itself. Just like I share again, this specific URL is static. So you can easily integrate access engineering into your LMS and create a lesson plan for your teaching itself. And as simple as copy and pasting the URL in access engineering, which you have access to, into here. So you can integrate videos, spreadsheets, calculators, cross functions or multi-discipline different books. You do not need to stick to one specific book. Example, you're curling on, I keep emphasizing the only example I know is like liquid flow search. When you do a broad search, just now I showcase you have Excel spreadsheets, you have videos, you have books from plumbing services, you have books from water waste management, anything that's correlations on your teaching. You copy the URL, integrate it into your LMS, and then you can use it for your teaching and create all this lesson plan for yourself. Even like I shared, videos, solution walkthrough, images, calculators, everything can be easily integrated to your LMS to make teaching much more easier. That's the keyword. Yeah. So that's about all for my demo. Do you guys have any questions for me?
To all participants who have any question, you can write down to the Q&A chat, or you can speak up to Mr. Terence. Okay.
Hi, Mr. Terence.
Yes, hi.
I get the question. Okay,
Yes,
about
please.
for citation. Can you show for download that citation for all the materials?
Download the materials. Okay, so in the session for
citation.
citation. Oh, citation. Give me a second. So give me a second. This one?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Yes. This one.
Yep. Yeah, you can download it. You can. Sorry, what's your question again? But yes, you can download the citation, yes.
But cannot open that files.
Okay. Oh. Okay. So your question is that you're able to download the citation, but you're unable to open the file. I think the specific file is using RIS. This is much more a technical question. I do apologize on that. Maybe I get back to you on your questions after this meeting. Let me check with my technical team on the citations, and I get back to you. Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. Or what, as in what type of software you require to open up this specific citation file on the RIS itself. This is very technical. I do apologize. I'm not technically trained for the software itself. So let me get back to you on that. I will email to you guys and answer your question after this. Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Just feel free to ask. Do you find this platform useful, or do you have any feedback? It's an open sessions. Other then the citations unable to open the file. Let me get back, and there should be a specific software that you can open the file, so it wouldn't let you download in the first place. But any specific feedback on Access Engineering that you wish to see any improvement, also please use this time to feedback to me so I can feedback to my platform team to improve and all. Since you guys have been using for a number of years, what I have showcased, is it helpful? Or is there any improvement you'd like to see for Access Engineering itself? Please also do share. Yeah, it's an open discussion for everybody. Any question, anyone? Or anyone want to put it in the chat? If not, I will hand it back to Hanafi, Mr. Hanafi.
Yeah, not for now. I think they still think about that.
Sure, no issue. I think any questions you guys can email to Mr. Hanafi, and he will send the questions or query, whichever we have just showcased. The key purpose is that your school have already subscribed this specific service, and we hope that you guys can utilize what your school is paying for. Because like I shared again, there's lots of tools and tricks that you can integrate to your LMS, spreadsheet you can use for your teaching in class and all. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. We will do that. Okay. All right. Maybe we can carry on, I think.
Oh, I'm done already. No more question already. Yeah.
So our session is until 12, right? Or you just until 1 hour?
No need until 12 lah. It's already done already, the demo.
done already.
It's really whichever I can say, whichever I want to share, it's already
Yeah,
completed already. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Okay. If there's no more any question, so I think we just can hold on. I think I will share the QR code for attendance. Okay, hold on.